director at CNY Central. I've lived here my whole life. In fact, my father still lives 2 blocks that way. So this is a really special day for me, and this is truly going to be an absolute beacon, not just for Central New York sports, but for everybody here today that's a part of this. Right now, I'd like to call up Father Clemente, if he could kick off our ceremony here.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a delight it is to be here and to ask blessing upon this place, which will be, in my definition of holy, because of the children and the young people and their coaches and guides who will find joy and wonder here. Let us pray. Gracious Creator, you have made all things that man and woman might be happy. You call us to happiness through service of one another. Grant us real fire and fervor for service to the children and young people who will come here, and give them joy and a real sense of competition, that they may develop values of sportsmanship and justice and citizenship and love of one another. Grant us who coach them and guide them and support them always a vision to serve and to give them the best that we can. And so, Creator of all things, shine your blessing on what begins here today and what will continue to be for a very long time, that there may be wonder and joy, that there may be true service of the dignity of human nature at all its levels of life. Grant us that love. Amen.
Thank you so much, Father. Now, the flags that you see behind me represent all the leagues in District 8. Pretty amazing when you look at all this going on now. Now, this Carrier Park will provide fully accessible fields and facilities to accommodate people of all abilities. It will also provide a permanent home for the Syracuse Challenger Little League Baseball Division. Truly special there. When completed, the Carrier Park will provide the Central New York community with an all-inclusive playground, tennis courts, a basketball court, picnic pavilion, baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, and football fields. A walking trail as well. And here to tell you a little bit more about what's going on here, I'd like to bring up Ed Michaelenko, the town supervisor for DeWitt.
Just want to welcome and thank everyone for attending here today. For those of you that don't know it, I just grew up 2 blocks from here, and I just was talking to a buddy of mine, Herman Whalen, and we broke in our sport events on these fields close to 50 years ago. I don't want to tell you what else happened. We grew up in a day of unorganized sports. Anyways, Carrier, the dream for this field is a fully integrated facility, handicapped accessible, multi-sports complex. Would serve the mentally and physically challenged alongside the greater community at large. But also we look for this facility to provide local economic benefit to the local hotel industries and those support industries such as shopping, restaurants, and entertainment. There's many people to thank, many people here. I can't acknowledge them all, but if you take a look at your program, you follow the websites, there's all sorts of individuals that have been working on this project for a long period of time. There's a couple of individuals, however, that I do have to recognize or acknowledge here today. I've got to acknowledge Jennifer Savastino and Dominic Cambereri. they've been the force behind the Challenger program and much of the impetus for this project. Today I have to thank Dennis Leary for willingness to take over the Friends of the DeWitt Park organization and really bring a unorganized group together. And in just 6 weeks to a month now, we've made tremendous strides. So Dennis, thank you. I want to thank Mike Morocco, who's my right hand, who I wouldn't get anything done without. So I gotta thank him. And I have to acknowledge our town board, the tremendous support that I get. Nothing in the town of DeWitt gets done without the support of the town board, and we've got almost all of them here today. So I want to acknowledge Kerry Mannion, Jack Dooling, Ken Andrews, Irene Scruton, Tony Albanese, and Brian Schultz, who I believe is not here today. I want to acknowledge the county comptroller, who's put a lot of the economic analysis for this project that has made it go forward to date. And he's also been an integral part of the ground truthing on our financing, and that is Bob Antonacci. And now I'd like to introduce our County Legislature, Danny Lika, and he has a brief announcement he'd like to make for us.
I'm an awful big leadoff hitter, don't you think? With all these folks here. Great day, and obviously a project like this, one of the big keys is momentum. And I think I'm going to announce a little small piece of momentum, which I'm very happy to announce yesterday. Got word through the legislature, through some community development funding, we were able to secure $25,000 for the handicap accessible playground field here at the field here. So it's great news, a little bit of momentum, and very pleased to announce that here today. So we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and from the county legislature, this is certainly going to be a priority of ours to make sure this dream happens. Thank you.
I also want to thank Donna DeCiato, who's the superintendent of the ESM school district, who's been a large supporter of this project and also a member of our Friends of the DeWitt Park organization. I'd like to acknowledge Lori Black, who is Congressman Dan Maffei's representative, and he can't be here today. He's out of town, but he also expresses his support for the project. And every time I meet, I really have to thank the Carrier Corporation. Without the support of the Carrier Corporation and their donation of this parcel to the town of DeWitt, this project would not be possible. And so again, we'd like to express our gratitude to Carrier Corporation. Which has and continues to be a large part of this community. Manufacturing doesn't exist here anymore, but there's close to 1,000 employees yet on campus here, and we're doing everything we can to keep them here. Okay. I'd also like to introduce Anthony Velardo. He's Governor Cuomo's representative, and he has a few words to say on his behalf.
Thank you. This is a great day for DeWitt. The governor was honored that you thought to invite him here today. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. But the Willis Carrier Recreational Center will be a wonderful repurposing of this land for children of all ages. Under Supervisor Mikalenko's leadership, the town is moving forward with a lot of exciting recreational projects, and the governor looks forward to supporting those. Governor Cuomo believes that children of all ages need a safe and engaging place to play and grow, and he believes that this will be a wonderful asset to our community. So hope everyone here has a good time enjoying the park, and congratulations on today.
I'd also like to thank and acknowledge the county executive and ask her to say a few words on behalf of the Joni Mahoney.
Thanks. I know you have a lot of speakers here today. I just want to thank everybody who's been involved in making this happen. This is a wonderful event, and starting with my very good friend, Dom Cambereri. You have a great town supervisor here, the right person at the right time to seize this opportunity. There's been a lot of people that have worked on this. And then I just want to give a personal congratulations to Nico. I see his brand new fiance in the audience. Congratulations, Farah.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to introduce our State Senator Dave Valesky.
Well, I used to be your state senator, Dave Valesky. Your state senator is now John DeFrancisco, as you know. But I'm going to think of this project. I've represented DeWitt for 8 years, and John does now. So we'll call this a two-senator project. How about that, John? I think it's that important, and that's special. Thank you, Ed, for including me. I know that it was a couple of years ago that Carrier made their generous contribution, but a lot has happened since then in terms of the town of DeWitt and meetings and planning sessions and so on and so forth, just to get to this groundbreaking. So it's exciting. It's for the Syracuse Challengers and all of the little leagues in District 8. And when this project is complete, it is something that we will all take great pride in. So thank you for including me.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our State Assemblyman, Sam Roberts, and he has a few words to say on his behalf.
Let me see, it's still, no, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. You know, this is truly an honor for me to be here. I was talking to Ed and Herman a few minutes ago, and they were telling me about how they used to play here in this field, but what I didn't share with them is I used to play here too. And then my father is a retiree from Carrier, and we do miss those jobs. But there used to be another field house. Carrier had a nice athletic facility up 298, just around the corner a little bit, and that was a great place too. Did you ever go in there?
Over the bridge.
All right, so good. But you know, I'm gonna tell you, you know, the beauty of
we
today.
used to sneak in.
See, I didn't have to sneak in. I got to drive up and ride our bikes and stuff. But you know, this is beautiful, and this is the beauty of it. I just want to applaud these kids. We talk about Central New York and diversity and inclusion, and that's what this project is about to me. When I went to the presentation that they did over at the DoubleTree a few months ago, you know, I was so impressed. I mean, it almost brought me to tears, and I'm holding them back now because I'm so emotional about this. It's a beautiful thing. So just to cut through the chase, on behalf of my speaker, Shelley Silver, he gave me a couple dollars to spread around in the district for capital improvements, and I think this is a capital improvement. So we're through the State Assembly, your tax dollars, $100,000 from the State Assembly coming to this project. Thank you.
I'd like to thank and acknowledge our brand new state senator, John DeFrancisco, and he's been at this a few years, and he has been tremendous to us in just the few short months that he's been our representative. I've worked with him on a variety of issues, and I got to admit I'm very impressed. And you know, he's also been through this before. He worked on Ophelia's Place with Dominic, so he's familiar with our community and these types of projects. And so in closing, I'd like to give the mic to our Senator, John DeFrancisco. Thank you.
I've been your senator for 4 months and 11 days. And several of the people that are here today said it's about time you did something, all right? I think I've seen Ed more than many of the supervisors I've spent the other 20 years with in the rest of the districts, but he's a very aggressive guy, and this is a very aggressive program. and I see Danny Cavallo over there. The reason I like Danny, number one, he's been with Little League for what, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years? I think he was with Little League when I was in Little League. No, I like him most because we see eye to eye, so that's the most important thing. So this is an important project, and it's a very aggressive goal that you have, but you don't make goals unless you don't reach goals unless you make them. And there's a lot of people trying to make a good thing happen. And my thinking about government is that government's got to provide for what people can't provide for themselves, or to level the playing field for those who may be challenged a little bit and they don't have what other people may have. They have other great abilities, but maybe they need some help in another way. And government should not be providing for those who are capable of providing for themselves, or people that are gaming a system in order to get benefits that are taken away from the people who really need it. So from time to time, you maybe see me pretty aggressive against some programs that I think shouldn't be funded for the reason I just mentioned. But as far as programs like this Challenger program, I think it's absolutely essential that we step in. And so, since I haven't done anything yet for you guys in 4 months and 11 days, the state of New York, I was able to secure a grant for $100,000. Thank you.
Wow, thank you to everybody who's up here today and for all the hard work you've done. If we can just do one more round of applause for everybody up here. That's fantastic. Thank you. Now, the Carrier Park will be a facility designed to meet the needs of everyone who lives and visits Central New York. And one important piece of the park will be the creation of the Challenger Field of Dreams. This will be a special home for the Syracuse Challengers, the local division of Little League for children with physical and developmental disabilities. See, this almost blew away. I'm no good without a teleprompter, as Farah will tell you. Now, the local Challenger division is hoping to call the new Carrier Park home for their future seasons because they don't have a home field of their own. Syracuse Challenger Baseball is a part of New York Little League Baseball Division 8 and provides children with special needs and an excellent opportunity for exercise and peer activity, having an extremely positive impact on their lives. And to tell you a little bit more about Challenger Baseball and the Challenger Field of Dreams, I'd like to introduce a man who's had a pretty big impact on my life, especially with this project. Dom Cambereri, the Program Director for Syracuse Challenger Baseball.
It is indeed a humbling and wonderful experience when I get an opportunity to stand up here and talk about the Syracuse Challenger Field of Dreams and have wonderful support from government leaders like these folks up here who are going to help us build this complex. So I want to hear it for our governmental leaders, our civic leaders who have come here today and are sharing this dream with us. I want to thank all the people of goodwill and everybody here present today for this exciting and historic moment for the special needs community and for the Central New York community. It has been said that even the longest journey requires one to take the first step. Today, when these shovels hit the ground for the first time, the creation of the Challenger Field of Dreams begins. Now, you might ask, what is exactly encompassed by the phrase that we use, Challenger Field of Dreams? Well, it is our dream to finally have a complex where our children who utilize wheelchairs or crutches or other supportive devices can easily navigate on the field, on the base paths, in the dugouts, and throughout the entire complex because of innovative fully handicapped accessible complex designs. It is our dream to finally have fields of our own and no longer have to wait for field availability during the middle of the hot summer. It is our dream to begin playing baseball in the springtime and to be able to hit, run, throw, catch, and score with all of our Little League peers at this amazing new complex. It is our dream to continue to inspire miracles like Parker Wall. Parker Wall, a year ago February, after a major surgery, was told that he would not be able to support the weight on his legs for at least 1 year. Last summer, Parker Wall was standing at shortstop, hat on his head, glove on his hand, and ready to field the next ball just like his hero, Derek Jeter. And that was made possible because of Syracuse Challenger baseball and a complex like this. It is our dream to invite fellow Challenger baseball programs from Buffalo, Rochester, Albany, New York City, Long Island, all of New York State, and the entire Northeast here to the Field of Dreams complex for a Super Challenger baseball tournament where hundreds and hundreds of special needs children would participate in the tournament of a lifetime. It is our dream to continue to grow the Syracuse Challenger baseball program, which presently at 220 children on 12 teams is the largest single district Challenger baseball program in this country amongst 900 programs. We have it right here in Central New York. It is our dream to be and have Central New York be the leader in the nation to provide recreational opportunities to all special needs children and adults with this complex. And finally, and certainly not least, it is our dream of the special needs children of the Challenger baseball program to go the distance and make a difference by motivating and inspiring this Central New York community to build the most unique, fully handicapped, accessible youth and adult sports complex in this country. A complex that is to be available and utilized by all children and all adults. Today, ladies and gentlemen, that dream has become a reality. Let's hear it for the Syracuse Challenger baseball kids and the community and the board of this great project. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dom. And now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, some of us for years. Let's get the shovels, all our dignitaries up here. It's time to break ground here on the Challenger Field of Dreams. However, we got to start this right. So I want my buddy Parker up here. You want your helmet?
Welcome to the Challenger's Field of Dreams.
John, you know I gotta do this. This is my job. You know
How great was that? We'd like to thank everybody for joining us here today. We officially begin this very important project for our community. And if you'd like more information about the project or how you can make a contribution to the fundraising efforts, we still need so much help in this project. Please speak with Dom here. I know he'd be absolutely happy to help you in that venture. I also hope you'll join us all for Family Fun Day. It's just starting at the park. And again, once again, thank you so much for joining us for this very, very special day and for your support of the Willis Carrier Recreation Center and Challenger Field of Dreams. And with your help, if you help build this, they'll all come here and make Central New York the beacon for all of Little League in this great country. Thank you so much.